she wants to do a Swanton Bomb. Going to be it. Tiffany Stratton beats Lyra Valkyria. But she's showing that, hey, maybe the GM was wrong and Tiffany should have been in that match.
Okay, I'm a former women's champion. I beat Lyra Valkyria, and now I come all the way here to your smelly office. Can I finally have the Women's World Championship?
It's not so simple, Tiffany. You see, other superstars want a title shot too.
Like who?
How about 2025 Queen of the Ring winner Jade Cargill?
Ugh, you already had your match in Paris and you blew it.
Like you would beat Rhea.
Like I've not already been champion? And you haven't.
Ladies, how about this? You two in a match next week, and the winner faces the Women's World Champion, whether it be Rhea or Io, at Saturday's night main event. Sound cool?
Big splash. Rhea kicked out of that. Io Sky and German suplex. Moonsault connects Io Sky with her finisher, the moonsault. And Rhea Ripley steal for the riptide. Hits the riptide and kick out from Io now. Now elbow chop slaps from Rhea Ripley, and now a half trying to get Io Sky to tap out, and she does. She's gonna have to defend her championship in 2 weeks at Saturday night's main event, but yeah, it looks like she's gonna be on top for a while. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Here we have the Storm, Jade Cargill versus Zaria, making her Monday Night Raw debut. Yeah, to make your debut against someone like Jade Cargill, that's definitely something. Jade Cargill just pushing her down. And yeah, Jade Cargill has she's shown so much in her short time in WWE. So has Zaria. Zaria has done great things on NXT, as you see a moonsault off the ropes from Zaria right there. But Jade Cargill is facing Rhea Ripley, not next Sunday, but the Sunday after, at Wrestlepalooza. Yes, October 5th, Wrestlepalooza. Jade Cargill will be challenging Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship, as she is going with Zaria right there, and Zaria is doing pretty good right here. Right fist though from Jade, and Zaria is telling her to hit her again, and look at these two women just going back and forth. Now this is a match that we want to see down the road someday. This could be a title match for sure in the future, as Kip Up from Jade Cargill after that fall away slam, going for a cover right here to put her away, and that's only a 1 count. So Jade Cargill with Zaria throwing her off the ropes, and look at this, catching her, slamming her down. What impressive ability right there from Jade Cargill, someone who's trying to pick up some momentum right here ahead of her match against Rhea Ripley. She's trying, and yeah, she's gonna do pretty great, I assume, because Jade Cargill has a match with Rhea Ripley already at all the way back at Clash in Paris for the championship, in which Rhea Ripley won it. So Jade Cargill ahead of her rematch, trying to get some momentum, as a spear from Zaria right there. Looking impressive in her debut. Like I said, Zaria has no experience in this Legacy series, and right there is a kick, takes down Jade Cargill, going for a cover to pull off the upset. No, she doesn't get it. Only a count of 1, interestingly, as Jade Cargill with a kick to the face right there, and Jade Cargill with a leg targeting that, and now flipping her over and stepping on the left leg. Now Jade Cargill taking away her legs, and now face first into the mat. Jade Cargill is looking furious right here. She's someone who probably wasn't taking Zaria as seriously as she should have. Like, Jade Cargill is the main eventer. She is the Women's World Heavyweight Championship #1 contender, and facing an NXT superstar in her debut. Jade Cargill realizing that Zaria is a bigger problem, and look at this, picking her up over her head on the outside, parading with her, making a mockery out of Zaria as he drops her on the outside, and knee to the face right there from Jade Cargill to Zaria on the forehead. And now she's throwing her inside the ring, where you need to throw her into the ring if you want to pin her, get the job done. And now a springboard cross body from Jade Cargill, showing off that she can fly. She is not just power, she is agility as well. And now you know what's coming. We've seen this before. Jade Cargill, look at that, jaded to Zaria, and I had a feeling that that's it. And Jade Cargill with a momentous win. And look at this. Look at this though. That's the world champion Rhea Ripley out here following Jade Cargill's win. And Rhea Ripley, look at that, with the Women's World Championship, staring down Jade Cargill. And Jade Cargill saying, come get some. Jade Cargill wants some of Rhea Ripley. And Rhea Ripley, look at this, showing that title in the face of Jade Cargill. Well, that's not the only match for this Sunday at Wrestlepalooza, as we also have the Dudley Boys' first match in years together, tag teaming against the Street Profits for the championships. And lastly, Hell in a Cell, because Logan Paul wouldn't feel safe if the match was not encaged in a cell. He faces Cody Rhodes for the World Heavyweight Championship. Like I say every single week, you know what time it is. It's time for the main event. Who better than Logan Paul himself? Logan Paul is going to be one of two main events at Crown Jewel.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 205 pounds, Logan Paul!
Well, actually, it was initially Crown Jewel, but we had the special announcement that it was going to become Wrestlepalooza on October 5th. Just a couple weeks away. Logan Paul is going to be main eventing in a match against Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes not here tonight. Otherwise, the match could have very much been tonight, since Logan Paul is the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Why? Because he just said so. He's popular. Logan Paul gets to do what he wants. As you see right there, beside him, walking him down to the ring, is Julius and Brutus Creed, his security, since there has been a lot of attacks lately. First, Austin Theory, who still hasn't returned due to the attacks from the unknown group. We don't have a name for them, but we're just gonna label them the unknown group, because we truly can't. We don't want to give them a name, because they might get mad, or we don't want to offend them, right? But Logan Paul has a security in. Yeah, it's not for this man, but it will make sense if it was for this man, because Penta is very dangerous himself. Second match here in this Legacy series we're about to see. Nothing but aura when Penta has a match, especially when it's the main event.
From Ecatepec, Mexico, weighing in at 87 kilos,
Penta, someone who challenged Jacob Fatu for the Intercontinental Championship, though came up just barely short right there and put on a classic. If it was like a 13-minute match against Jacob Fatu, I don't know, 8-minute maybe. Maybe it was only like 6 minutes. But that match was just one of the best matches in this new Legacy series. If not, probably my favorite match was Penta versus Jacob Fatu for the Intercontinental Championship. Obviously, Penta's not the Intercontinental Champion. So yeah, like I said, he came up just barely short. But Penta has a match against Logan Paul. And if Penta wins, if he beats the #1 contender, then hey, Penta might have himself a shot at Cody Rhodes in the World Heavyweight Championship, or Logan Paul. Should Logan Paul beat Cody Rhodes at Wrestlepalooza? But super kick right there from Penta, and Penta just focusing on Logan Paul right now. He doesn't have any other matches to look forward to. Look at that springboard move. Penta going for a cover already. Logan Paul looks out of it if you saw his face right there. But Penta is someone who we regard highly. He is arguably the best luchador in all of wrestling right now. Right. Also on this roster, we have Jacqueline, we have Rey Fenix, we have a couple new draftees who we're excited to show after Wrestlepalooza comes. But springboard moonsault from Logan Paul right there. Logan Paul going springboard for springboard with Penta right there. Not what I was expecting whenever we drafted Logan Paul and Penta. at the beginning of this Legacy series that we will ever see something like this, but we have a match nonetheless between Logan Paul and Penta. And yeah, because Penta thought it was funny that Logan Paul has security. Spring blade right there from Penta, and now kicking Logan Paul down to the mat, and Penta just looking at Logan Paul as he struggles to get up. Penta does not think that Logan needs security, but like I said, there's been attacks going on. Austin Theory was attacked. Cody Rhodes and Logan Paul were attacked. As a nice springboard crossbody there. Logan Paul goes for the cover and kick out at 1 by Penta. And then Cody Rhodes last week was attacked by the same unknown group, and that's why he is not here today. We don't know the status on Cody Rhodes. He hasn't come up and said anything, but we're believing he's alright because the match has been made. October 5th, Crown Jewel. Logan Paul is going to fight. He's going to fight Cody Rhodes for the World Heavyweight Championship. And nice form right there. Logan Paul doing some pretty good offense right so far in this match. And Logan Paul with Penta up on his shoulders. Airplane spin. Look at this from Logan Paul. Showing off a great wrestling move. Takes him down. Just throwing him off his shoulders. Logan Paul going to the top. And Penta throws him down though. Penta, obviously much more experienced than Logan Paul. Has many more years than Logan Paul does in the ring. Coming springboard flip does not quite get there. And Penta is on his back, but he still gets up before Logan Paul throws him off the ropes. Logan Paul jumps over him and switchblade again from Penta. Going for the cover off the spring blade and kick out from Logan Paul. So this is the main event of Monday Night Raw. Penta finding himself in just his second match. Logan Paul, this is his first match in the new Legacy series, I believe. And it's Penta right there. Look at this. Look at that driver from Penta. Is this enough to put Logan Paul away? No! Kick out from the truly humble Logan Paul. Now, Logan Paul is someone who says he's humble. Yeah, he even pushed back the match against Cody Rhodes that could have taken place 2 weeks ago. But Logan Paul, because of the attacks and looking out for the safety of both of them, he pushed back the match. And look at that. He gets it this time. Penta this time gets the springboard flip onto Logan Paul. And Logan Paul gets back in the ring. And another third swing blade from Penta. This move just does not get old. And if he can keep going back to the well and keep doing this move against Logan Paul, there's no reason to stop now. But Logan Paul back on his feet. Misses right there. And Penta with the power slam to Logan Paul. Now picking up Logan. And picking it up. Look at this. For a powerbomb on the knee. A powerbomb backbreaker from Penta. As he is getting ready for a big move right here. And super kick gets caught, and Logan Paul with that right hand, a lucky punch almost from Logan Paul. Didn't quite get the windup that he usually gets, but one punch is all it takes to open it, and Logan Paul is just spinning on Penta right now like a top. Logan Paul was on top of Penta right there, and Logan now with this big splash, a running splash, looking like the Ultimate Warrior. Top rope moonsault though from Logan Paul, going for the cover. It would be amazing if Logan Paul knocked off Penta with a springboard move. We know Logan Paul is agile, but he's not quite a luchador like Penta is. But Penta is back on his feet. Him and Logan throws him off the ropes and throws him up in the air. Penta got some height right there as Logan Paul with the back body drop is now climbing to the top rope. Probably thinking frog splash, and frog splash from Logan Paul, and going for the cover right here is Logan, and Logan Paul beats Penta off the frog splash too. We know that one of the superstars who popularized the frog splash was the late Eddie Guerrero, and Eddie Guerrero was a luchador from Mexico, much like Penta, and Logan Paul right there beats Penta, a luchador, with a frog splash. Can't get any more symbolic than that. The audacity from Logan Paul to show off his springboard ability in this match. He is a #1 contender for a reason. Right? Yeah, I said it was because he was, he's Logan Paul. He's popular, but right there, it's proving exactly that he is who he thinks he is. And Logan Paul beats Penta ahead of his match against Cody Rhodes. Not next Saturday, not next Sunday, but the Sunday after that at Wrestlepalooza. Logan Paul is going to fight Cody Rhodes. Much needed victory right here. This is his first match, and it couldn't have gone any better.
Here is your winner,
So Logan Paul wins in the main event. Everybody's booing, but I mean, at least Logan Paul, he's got the victory. He's got his bodyguard, so he is safe. He does not have to worry about getting attacked. Logan Paul is making it to Wrestlepalooza.